Hello, hello. Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live bonus edition. This is twice daily today. I see Amy and Dee here. Hello. Did you miss me? I've just been sitting here for 8 hours since my normal stream, waiting to start the evening stream and solve more puzzles with you guys. Hey, Pisces Rob, how you doing? This is our second ever kind of evening stream. It's evening my time. I don't know if it's evening everybody's time, but just wanted an experiment. What's going on, Pisces Rob? And Shy Girl's here saying hello as well. So who is ready for a crossword puzzle? We have, D is already registering a guest, so I guess D is ready. D always comes ready. We're going to be solving a puzzle from Stan Newman, and AJ is on YouTube saying, OMG, I forgot this was today. It's today, AJ. How you doing? Hey, Dad Nut Dude. There's something fun about this, isn't it? It's like we all snuck out after dark to meet up again with our friends. We're solving a puzzle from Stan's Daily Crosswords, and it is from a couple days ago, Halloween, actually. It's called Park Rangers. It's by Kevin Christian. It will have a theme, and Park Rangers is going to be some kind of hint to that theme, and we will discover it in due time. One across is Yahoo alternative. I see two different guesses, Dad Not Dude and Amy Gal both saying AOL, and then D saying MSN. They both actually seem pretty reasonable to me. Maybe we do a down then. By the way, did you have to include the exclamation with Yahoo? Isn't Yahoo branded with an exclamation? We did a puzzle a few streams ago where Stan was like yelling at us the entire time, and now he's withholding his exclamations. I don't know what to do. He's a fickle man. AJ, back on TikTok. Sad I couldn't make it this afternoon. There's a huge pick-me-up after a hard day. Well, I'm sorry to hear you had a hard day. Let's get your mind off it with a good crossword. Chrissy says, OMG, crossword after hours. Exactly right. Swarm around. I like Shy Girl's guess for this, and Pam and Dee are agreeing of mob. Yeah, if you swarm someone, you mob them. I think that makes good sense. And then, that does actually work with one of our guesses for Yahoo alternative, MSN. So maybe we're in solid shape with the one across and one down. Make sure this O works. However, typed with thumbs. Okay. Many of you are probably typing with your thumbs right now. How would you say however? Hey, Felix, glad you could make it. I'm very heartened to see many of our regulars here at these unusual times. Yeah, Felix and Dad Not Dude, I think, have good guesses for this. OTOH in text speak stands for on the other hand. The crosses all look promising, so I'm happy with this. T9, says Chrissy. Oh my god, what a flat. I haven't thought about T9 in so long. Wow, do you remember that? I mean, obviously you do. You're the one who brought it up. T9, yeah, when you had to like press the same digit multiple times to get to that letter on the trackpad. Hey, M Seats, how you doing? Glad you're here. Felix says it's past the watershed, so we can swear and stuff, right? I don't know. This is still a wholesome show. Things felt a little zanier on the last evening stream, so we'll see what happens tonight. Everyone's kind of looser after hours. Mickey is here and saying start out for onset. That's interesting. JC agrees. I'm trying to make it work with the clue. I get like start something makes sense, but onset to me is like a beginning. It's a noun. Start out is kind of like a verb phrase. There's something that just doesn't sit right with me about it. Timothy says, is this like a celebrity wheel? I'm going to be honest with you, Timothy. I don't know what celebrity wheel is. This is like where we solve a crossword puzzle together. But you've been here before. I recognize your username. You know what this is. Yeah, starting, maybe? Onset, starting. Is that also sitting? Start off. Hold on. Am I being overly pedantic? It would be like me, but there's something not sitting right with me about these answers. Timothy says, how can you do crosswords and not know Wheel of Fortune? I do know Wheel of Fortune. I guess Celebrity Wheel is where celebrities go on Wheel of Fortune. 1980s SNL cast member. Warthog says, me neither. Is that, you don't know what Celebrity Wheel is either? Or maybe Warthog doesn't like this either. Yeah, maybe, why don't we check the little one down here? Spot for the night. Spot for the night. The weird thing is I can actually think of an answer here that works with the N. I was trying to prove that starting couldn't be correct, and now I can. Yeah, Timothy is And Harambe is back from, and Rand, yeah, all saying in. JC agrees. So maybe it is starting, and I was just being slow. People seem to know this person, 1980s SNL cast member. This was before I was watching SNL, but several people now, Ryan included, are saying Nora Dunn. It's a name. It's not a name that means much to me. But yeah, Felix seems to know it. GN? Is this weird? Took a turn. Keep waiting for starting to let us down, and this might be the time. Yeah, Mickey and Warhug seem to know Nora Dunn. I should look up Nora Dunn. Yeah, this doesn't seem right. We have an error already. Not good. I'm going to take out starting, but maybe leave in? I can't tell, actually. Maybe 20 across. Maybe that'll be informative. Bunker Hill General. Okay. Bunker Hill General. Any history buffs in chat? Any history buffs in chat? Leave in, says Warthog. Start off. Yeah. Start off wasn't sitting right either. I don't know what to do here. Maybe we were just totally on the wrong. AJ and Dad Not Dude are both saying Gage, and Chrissy's saying Paul. Man, unfortunately, the two proper nouns in this section, Nora Dunn and this Bunker Hill General, are not in my wheelhouse. Paul Revere is guessing Chrissy. I don't know. Was Paul Revere a general, though? It's stage something. Stage something. How do you know that? Bunker Hill was Revolutionary War. Okay, Chulit says Ward is the general. Thomas Gage, maybe. Oh my god, there's so many things. Okay. Ray Wine is here giving me a wave. Hi, Ray. Okay, so AJ feels confident about Gage. General Gage. I'm going to trust AJ on this one for Bunker Hill. And then Amy made it all make sense with stage 1. That actually works. Nice. Jay Clark is on YouTube. How you doing? Yeah, onset stage 1. This is the first answer, honestly, for 2 down that may at least make sense to me. The others just they weren't the right tense or part of speech, something about that. Yeah, that was some good teamwork by AJ and Amy, I think. Mary Bailey, though, is telling me that this should be Ward, so I don't know what to do. Everyone's disagreeing. Jessica and Amy are saying 2 different things for 33 across. Bent and went. They both kind of make sense. If you take a turn, you bend. I guess went doesn't make quite as much sense to me. Took a turn, went. I guess I get it. Maybe we leave it blank. We got Barbara back on Facebook. How you doing? And check 23 down. 11 across kin. 11 across was this on the other hand. So it's going to be maybe some other texting initialism. Mo prefers went for 33 across. I can think of a 4-letter texting initialism that has a W here. So this might actually be solid. Trying to think of it with a B for bent. Yeah, I like what Mary Bailey and AJ are saying. For what it's worth? For what it's worth, I agree with you guys. Okay, so went. All right. Not our smoothest start, but maybe we survive this section. And I think it's time for 17 across, which has got to be our first theme error. I noticed all the theme answers today are full grid spanners. I always like it when that happens. The least required. And we only have 3 letters. It's not a lot to work with. I'll leave it up for a second. Ooh, bare minimum. That's good. Or bare essentials, says Dad Not Dude. Yeah, bare something. Bare cent. Bill Cox is here. Most people are voting for bare minimum, except it doesn't fit. Look, it's way too short. Maybe we leave this in. Yeah, Kitty Cat's back. How you doing? Maybe we leave in. Yeah, not long enough, Felix. Compt contemporary. Okay, I know this one. These letters actually do make sense. Good. We're cruising. Cruising. How was everyone's day? Feels weird to see you twice. What a treat. Yeah, Warthog and Dad Not Dude and Felix know they're philosophers. Hegel and Kant Both philosophers. Evie wants necessities. Let's see if necessities fits. Oh, it does. That suggests it's right. And it works very well with the clue. The least required is the bare necessities. I like that. Nice one, Evie. Overly academic. Ray had a good day. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know. I'm getting to solve puzzles twice with my favorite people. That's a better than average day. MC saw the Bruce Springsteen movie. Said it was really moving. Has anyone else seen that? AJ's asking for the title. We do have a title today. It's called Park Rangers. Park Rangers, and we did get one themer. I wasn't really. Yeah, let me know if you see something there. I was gonna wait for two before I really started dwelling on it. Overly academic. Chrissy and Chulit are saying, and Harambe are saying nerdy. And Swami Jim is here. Yeah, nerdy looks good. None of us would know anything about being nerdy, would we? This must be about someone else. Of a state union system. Of a state union system. Okay. No nerds here, Ryan. Exactly. Oh, maybe we're getting different spellings of bears. I see. That's what people are guessing. We have B-A-R-E, so maybe the next one will start with... Oh, but this one doesn't start with B-E-A-R. Not sure if that's a nail in the coffin for that theory, but... Yeah, federal. M. Seats and Bill Cox and Kitty Cat are saying federal. I think that makes sense for of a state union system. I don't want to neglect this section up here, so let's take a peek. Needle hole. Yeah. I know what they call that little hole in the needle. Oh, AJ's pointing out that the start of 17 Across sounds like the word, sounds like the animal bear. This sounds like the material wood, like what trees are made out of. Maybe we're doing homophones? Deb Zen is here, and Trip, and Dysentery Gary's back, saying eye, yeah. Yeah, the eye of a needle. Yeah, Amy's making the same observation as AJ. Amy and AJ are really on the same wavelength today. They tag teamed something earlier. What was it? Oh, stage one, yeah. Grace, how you doing? I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here. I know Grace has been especially in favor of later streams. Film noir protagonist. Film noir protagonist. Felix and D have good guesses. I see you, Barbara. I see you, Barbara. I'm not forgetting about you. Oh, and Felix gives the very helpful parentheses. Yeah, tech, which is, I guess, short for detective, as Felix nice. Felix, I think, also taught me today that fax is short for facsimile. That blew my mind on this morning's puzzle. Apparently, everyone knows that but me. But facsimile, this morning's puzzle was all about copycats, different words that mean copycat. So facsimile was in the grid, and it turns out that fax, which is where you make a literal copy, is short for facsimile. Ending like ita. Ending like ita. Oh, it wasn't you, Felix. Someone else. Gary says, have you even used one before, a fax? It's a good question. I feel like I have, but not a lot. I feel like when I was a kid, or like in my first job ever, I might have faxed a thing or two. Hello, Casey on YouTube. How you doing? You want to help us solve this crossword? I'm streaming simultaneously in several different places. I'm not just talking to myself. Yes, Harambe, remember the other interesting fact from today, that the Microsoft startup sound was made on a Mac computer, which I think was a fun fact. And I actually looked up the Microsoft sound to hear it today to see if I would recognize it. And it was like nostalgia in a 7-second audio clip. Trying trip. Grace is saying trek. I think trek. Yeah, Felix giving me the Trekkie symbol. That looks good. Trying trip is a trek. Barbara wants Edda. That's a good point, Barbara. Maybe Edda is more like Ida. Both diminutives. Let's do that. I like that. Okay. And where are we? User 56 says, want to buy a bunch of crossword books, brand new. I'm okay, thank you. But I can plug that my personal crossword book is coming out soon. It's actually out for pre-order if anyone's interested. The Morning Brew Book of Crosswords, full of puzzles made by yours truly. AJ saying things that range across a forest. Bears lives in forests. Woods spans across them. They're park rangers. Okay, AJ's really trying to make this theme work. And he might be onto something. Park rangers. We got bears and wood. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to look at 28 across. San Francisco's Blank Buena Island. Grace and Felix and D are all saying yerba. Interesting. Just because it's pre-order where, yeah, I really should have come prepared with a link. But if you Google Morning Brew's Book of Crosswords, last year's had a blue cover and this year's has a green cover. So the green cover one is all my puzzles. It's called the Morning Brew Book of Crosswords, Volume 2. Put it in the Discord, Jack, says AJ. That's a great idea. Use up. Wait. I didn't dwell on yerba for long enough. Because I don't actually know this place, this island. I associate yerba as like a tea blend or something. What's the yerba made? I've never had it before. Use up. Okay, D and Amy Gal have guesses here. Use up. And AJ. And Barbara's lost. I think... Gary says I have to go, just wanted to support the live. I really appreciate you stopping by, Gary, and I'll see you soon, I hope. Absorb looks good for use up. Not the easiest clue, but I think it works. 90s German leader. All right, who got Gage? You're on tap again. I feel like I can piece this together from the letters we have, but... Holy Head Harpy says, a night live, what a treat. I'm glad you think so. Welcome to you. This is our second time doing this, and if people like it, we will definitely be doing more. Grace says, so many of the regulars are here, the cool kids, exactly. The cool kids who stay up late. Cole looks right, and Felix gave me a first name, which always inspires confidence, so I'm gonna trust that. AJ says, did we name a store chain after him? Is Cole's named after this person? I doubt it. Less ruddy. Less ruddy. Do you know what ruddy means? I do. Kitty Cat says, are we doing hurdle as well? We are going to do hurdle. Luckily, if you have an Arkadium Pro account like I do, then you get a backlog of hurdles. You get a whole archive. And so I'm going to solve from one of the days that Amaya wasn't able to do hurdle. Because we did it this morning, and we don't want to repeat a puzzle. Ashier looks good. Ruddy means like flushed with complexion. Kind of like me. Minnesota Congresswoman Omar. Definitely know this person. Yeah, healthy red color. Thank you, AJ. That's how I would describe it. I was the only person in the school play who didn't require makeup because I had so much natural color. That's what they told me. Chulit and JC and Felix and Casey on YouTube are saying Ilan. Yeah, Ilan Omar is definitely right. Mo and Blake is here, and AJ getting that. Okay. Why don't we... I kind of want to look at 28 across. Because I see bear. Look at this. This BAE. This BEA, I mean. Start of a family favor request. Start of a family favor request. Cole was also a U.S. Senator from Wisconsin. Oh, start of a family favor. I see. Yes, it's nice. Chulit and Kay and Dadna Dude and Pam. Everyone's saying it. Oh, Warthog has a slight wrinkle on it, and Emily's agreeing with Warthog. Okay, we got two possibilities. Would you be a deer or would you be a doll? They both work. Would you be a doll? Would you be a deer? Oh, but Felix is keeping his eye on the theme. Ah, okay, this could be right. That it has to be deer because bear sounds like bear and deer sounds like deer, and the title of the puzzle is Park Rangers and animals are things that range. Yeah. What do we think? Deer? We'll check. If it's doll, then we have no idea what's going on. That's my proclamation. I guess it could still be the wood theory. Excuse me. Jen says it looks good. Barbara, sorry you're behind. I think the Facebook, there's a delay with Facebook. I don't know if it's on your end or mine. Oddly enough, you're barely late. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, maybe wood was a wet red herring. I'm not sure. Sistine Ceiling subject. Nice. JC and Kitty Cat and Jay Oakley and Harambe and Rand all saying, oh no, oh, actually, wait, I should slow down. Rand said Eden, which is also true. Everyone was saying Adam, but Eden is probably valid too. They could both be on the Sistine Chapel. Maybe we check Barbadian Ambassador Singer. Ah, I know who this is. Dead Ophelia is here voting for Adam, and D likes Eden, but I think we're going to figure it out when we figure out who the Barbadian Ambassador and Singer is. Definitely. Yeah. Holy at Harpy. It's got to, and Mo, yeah, it's got to be Rihanna. Nice work. Barbadian Ambassador and Singer. Caleb got Rihanna, nice. Yeah, and so then Adam does look good for Sistine Ceiling subject. Should we check 32? Oh yeah, we might as well check the clue on this. Cellular material is RNA. Okay, it's always a relief when these check out, even when we didn't look at them. Let's polish off this corner. Back on board. Back on board. Someone with bear in their username just joined. Back on board. What do we want here? Yeah, it's clever. Amy's pointing out it's clever. I agree it's clever. Grace is giving me a shrug, but I think oddly enough is right. Some people saying sit, which I'm not sure I understand as much. I guess you could put your back on a board or something like that. But I think aft is very clever. Literally the back of the ship. When you're on board, the back is aft. So back on board is aft. It is a nice little clue. Rugged bike. Rugged bike. Okay. It's pretty smooth solve, I think. We had some issues over here. Maybe it was just me, but I was definitely having issues with stage 1 and gauge and sorting all of that out. But since we left the opening corner, I feel like we've had some flow. M Seats is writing ATV. I think that looks good. A rugged bike, all-terrain vehicle. Check some of these downs. Maybe user 866 likes ATV. Well done. 3-part. D says, don't jinx us, Jack. I always jinx us. I always comment on how well we're doing, and then we screech to a halt. That's how it works, D. It's part of our tradition here. It's even worse when I do it on hurdle, because there are consequences. If a May has a perfect record solving hurdles, I have a perfect record getting confetti. I've gotten confetti on every single live. And I think I've done, well over 100 of these at this point. So I will take that record. 3-part triune, interesting word. Looks right, I think. Maybe we'll check 10 down and then the crosses. Capital close to Slovakia. Okay, cool. I can definitely see a capital in this. Amy Gal's like, I guess triune is a word, yeah. AJ says, did you miss a hurdle? When I lost, I think we just, on the last level, sometimes you run out of guesses. There are too many possibilities and you can't get them all. Or at least that's what happened to me a few times. K and Mo and TN Forever are saying Vienna, which I think looks good. Vienna. Cold in Cancun. I definitely know this. Whenever you have this in Cancun, they're asking, they speak Spanish in Cancun. That's the idea. So how do you say cold if you're in Cancun and you're speaking Spanish? It's basically, how do you say cold in Spanish? And Ryan knows, and AJ knows. Dead Not Dude says, but Jack bounced back strong and hurdle. Don't jinx me, Dead Not Dude. I feel like I could lose any day. Yeah, frio. Soy frio. That's how you say cold. Diana Neverett is saying Frito, but that's probably a typo. I mean, an autocorrect. M-Seat's new Frio. A word in the NATO alphabet. Nice. Yeah, Chile. The NATO alphabet's that one that goes like Alpha, Bravo, Delta, Charlie, or whatever. Oscar with a C. Looks right. And Oscar, of course, is an award. What's this? Duke's Hoops rival is UNC. Does anyone remember a few puzzles ago when they tried to convince us, they tried to gaslight us into thinking that some other school was Duke's Hoops rival? No, UNC is definitely Duke's Hoops rival. I will not be having anything else. Ian Ray is here getting an Oscar. AJ says, also, Jack, I'm loving the black, white, gray aesthetic you got going on. Well, thanks, AJ. Made me feel good. Holy Ed RP says, I do remember the UNC thing. You were upset about it. It's funny. I remember us all being upset about it, but I guess maybe it was just me. Sharp cry. Okay. So Casey on YouTube is saying yell, which I think makes sense, and the crosses look plausible. Boucher is here, and K. But then Darren and Snuff are saying yelp, which it could also be. Maybe we put in the YEL, check the crosses, and put off the Holy RP agrees. We were all upset. We were all upset. Not as much as the Oreo fiasco. Remind me what the Oreo fiasco was. Debbie Groves is on Facebook, says, what are you doing on at this time of night? We're doing an after dark stream. And I'm glad you're here. Formal vote looks like I. That's definitely right. Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. Okay, I know this. So let's check it out. What about the calzone kerfuffle? It's hilarious. Wow, I haven't thought about that in a long time. That was a long time ago. Man, we've been through it, huh? Boucher and Pam and Grace and Mo are all saying Lola. Yeah, Lola Bunny is definitely Bugs Bunny's girlfriend. Oh, Harambe said the puzzle tried to convince us that Oreo was a palindrome. That's funny. Oreo spelled backwards is Oreo. That wasn't literally an error in the puzzle, though. I think the clue was making fun of the fact that ChatGPT thought it was a palindrome. Distressed. Debbie Grove says, I've never seen this at this time. Yeah, that's because this is only the second time we've done this. So, if you, what do you think of these evening streams? Period is back saying, wait, another puzzle? Yep, here I am again. We're doing it. Upset for distressed. I like that. And that works with Yelp, which was one of the leading contenders at 31 across. Blank rule. Blank rule. Grace is very much in favor of the evening streams. Casey got upset. Cool. Yeah, Kay and Chulit and Mo and Period all saying, as a rule, I like that. Yeah, Blake says, love it, but this is a tad late for us with little kids. I know, I'm trying to pick the sweet spot. Last time was 7 p.m. Eastern. This one's 9. Period says, yes, more of these, please. All right. So, by the way, Would You Be a Deer checked out. It was not Would You Be a Doll. All the crosses work with deer. So I do like this theory that we're getting animal homophones today, bear and deer. And with that in mind, I'm tempted to do something that I like to do, which is look at 48 across with no information whatsoever and see if we can get it with just a clue and this knowledge that there should be an animal homophone hiding somewhere in this answer. Frothy Sweet, 48 across. Have at it. Felix says it's past Scav's bedtime, so the rest of us have a chance. It's hilarious. Okay. And everyone is adding Felix and lolling. Everyone feels that so hard. It's so good. Ooh, AJ and Felix. Sick. Oh, you nailed it. Frothy sweet. Oh, and that really cinches that we're right about the theme too. Yeah, truly, AJ getting a round of applause. Was it this morning, AJ? No, it was very recently you really cracked open a theme too. You've been on a roll recently, my friend. Chocolate mousse, and it fits. Look at that. Yes. Oh, beautiful. Yes, moose and moose. AJ says, sorry, I've been brainstorming animals. That's great. That's how you win. You think ahead. That was great. Maheen giving me the chocolate mousse rebus. And Period just learned that there's a moose emoji. Okay, cool. So we have bear, deer, and moose, and they're all sounds like. At least one more to go at 59 across. I look forward to it. Hey, Rainbow Canoe, glad you could make it. Rainbow Canoe was also prescient this morning with the hurdle. What was it? You were guessing Steam, and it turned out to be like the final answer of the whole game. Legendary Sherwoodian. Legendary Sherwoodian. Shy Girl and Ian Ray and Jessica and Blake all saying, yeah, Friar Tuck. I think that's right, in the Robin Hood lore. That's what we're talking, right? This is Robin Hood. Charger connection. Okay. We're still cruising. And isn't it nice to have all this to play with at this stage of the grid? Feels like we have footholds everywhere. Shan Lee is here saying USB. And Casey on YouTube agrees. Nice. And Debbie Groves on Facebook agrees. Perfect. USB. Looks right. Work out. Work out. Oh, Gray's pointing out there are not that many 5-letter starting possibilities for hurdle in this puzzle. It's a good point. Yeah, like yerba. Do we really want to be starting a puzzle with yerba? I guess Oscar's not a bad opener for hurdle. Solve, nice. Yeah, Casey and Rand and Shy Girl. Kind of a hard clue, actually, because you think of exercising, but no, workout in your head. You solve something. Debbie Groves getting that. Cool. I didn't mean to go here, but here we are. Postures on mats. Postures on mats. I'm very heartened to see so many familiar faces here, but is there anyone new here? Is there anyone watching this for the first time who doesn't know that we stream every single day? Oddly enough, Blake is like, I don't do yoga, but you still somehow knew this was yoga related. Yeah, Grace says the same thing. Emil says, wait, 2 puzzles today? 2 puzzles, surprise. Bleach Brunette is here saying asanas. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce this, but yeah, these are like yoga positions somehow. Still trying to. D goes, I'm new, lol. Yeah, right. Isn't color fast. Hi, Alice. You might be new. Welcome to anybody new. We stream every day at noon, and this is our second ever evening stream. Noon Eastern time, I should say. And we solve crosswords, and we play a game called Hurdle, and it's always fun. Yeah, Ria and Issa. Hey, Issa says I'm a newbie. Welcome to you. And Shy Girl and TN Forever. Yeah, people saying bleeds isn't color fast. Bleeds, Debbie Groves likes it. Yeah, like the color, the ink in your clothing bleeds. Alice followed us. Thank you, Alice. If anyone else wants to follow us, it is the best way to keep in touch. Yeah, maybe bleeds is blocked. And then Smash Heart just followed us. Thank you. Annoys a lot. Annoys a lot. Ooh, two good guesses. Maybe even 3. Rankles and heckles. I think they both work. Issa just followed us. Thank you. Yeah, Casey on YouTube voting heckles. I'm not sure here, frankly. Yeah, Warthog wants rankles. Why don't we do a cross then? Baby furniture. Oh, by the way, I also looked up something from this morning's puzzle. If anyone's here earlier, ochre was in the grid, and I remember it had like somehow earthy color was the clue, and color was the British spelling of color, and I thought maybe it had to do with the British spelling of the word ochre, and I looked it up afterwards, and I was right. Ochre has two spellings. There's a British spelling and an American spelling, er versus re, like theater, and it was the British spelling in the grid, so I think that was intentional. I'll stop rambling now. Holyhead Heartbeat and Blake are saying cribs. Yeah, which makes sense for baby furniture. And then I guess it was rankles, which I'm kind of glad it was, because I like the word rankles. It's just sort of funny. Bleach Brunette says chair. Yeah, I guess babies, feel like babies get more use out of cribs than chairs, right? Certain phone chats. Snoopy's here. Rainbow Canoe says, I've not heard rankles before. Okay, new assignment. Use rankles in your daily life this week. Yeah, Alice is saying IMs. I think that makes sense. Certain phone chats, instant messages. Oh, like a high chair, says Bleach. That does make sense. That's a good point. Yeah, Issa getting IMs. Love it. Debbie Groves getting IMs. And Barbara reminding me of how to spell ochre. Lincoln's first Veep. A lot of history in today's puzzle. Luckily, I got some history smarties in chat. Hannibal Hamlin. Looks good. It's a cool name. Hannibal Hamlin. Ooh, we should have looked at 59 across. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe I'll just put it on screen. Okay, this is already here. Now lower. We'll get this one, and then we'll look at the last themer. Yeah, Blar and Bleach Brunette and Blake are saying on sale, now lower. Also not a very easy clue, but yeah, now lower as a price. When a price is now lower, it's currently on sale. Looks great. I want to see what 59 across is. Was a pioneer. And remember, we are expecting a homophone of an animal in this, because all the other long ones have that. Bear, deer, and moose. And maybe not just any animal, maybe something that ranges in a park of some sort. Right, these are all kind of woody animals. Woodsy. Can we think of anything? I see an ED here, which tells me this might be the past tense verb. Was a pioneer. Maybe it's too hard. Chat has totally dried up on this one. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting nothing. I'm not even getting shrugs or question marks, so maybe it's time for 64 across. Something wolf, says Chrissy. Blazed. Oh, is blazed blocked? Is that the problem? Like trailblazer. No clue, says Emil. Talk blocked. Oh my god. All right. Cylindrical structure. I think maybe there are too many blanks there to tell anyway. Yep. Oh, so okay. So AJ and Blake though are saying something. But hold on. One thing at a time. Wes and Moonaman are saying silo for this, and WFH Dad. Yeah, cylindrical structure is a silo for sure. That looks good. Might as well polish up this corner while we're here. Archeo opposite. Casey on YouTube got silo. Nice work. Archeo opposite. Archeo with this dash here. We're talking about a prefix, like archaeology. Right. So I like what Period and Bleach Brunette and Alice are saying of and Psy. Neo. Neo as a prefix means new. Archeo, I guess, means old. Seems right. And then where a homophone of a word in the 4 longest answers can be found. Oh, we got a little revealer down here. Look at this. Look at this cute little revealer. Yeah, a zoo. Excuse me. We got all our zoo animals. And meanwhile, a lot of people were guessing something for this. Blazed new trails. Oh, for a second I was like, but wait, there's no animal in this. But new, GNU is an animal. Yeah, Felix is giving me the equality. Oh, that's great. I was like, wait, what is a trail? No, a gnu is an animal. So we got a moose, a gnu, a bear, and a deer in our grid, and they all could be found in a zoo. Very, very nice. Good stuff. Big Tom is pointing out, so is newt. That's okay. I don't know what to do with that. That's a good point. Newt is literally in there. I think it's probably new because all the rest are homophones, and this just straight up spells newt. But it is a strange discovery you've made. Yeah, Cat and Shy Girl. Okay, Joker Too Wild. Everyone's saying newt. Now I don't know what to make of this newt thing. Maybe maybe with art the intention doesn't matter. Whatever it means to you. If it's a newt to you, it's a newt. If it's a new to me, it's a new. How about that? Piccata meat looks like veal. Yeah, piccata's delicious. It's like a lemony sauce. Yeah, I see people newts in a zoo. Lol. Yeah, I newt rails. Okay, this is getting weird. Barbara's voting new, which I sort of think as well. Out of concern that Moomin Man and Rand and Blake and AJ are all saying lest. That is what lest means, isn't it? Rainbow Canoe says some zoos have reptile and amphibian houses. Very true. My objection to newt is not that you wouldn't find a newt in a zoo. It's that it just breaks the pattern that the rest of the themers have. The pattern of animal homophones. And all the others are a single word. Bear, deer, and moose are one word. This one you have to cross over two words. So I think it's just an unfortunate coincidence. Question of motive. Debbie Groves is saying who. Kat says the same thing. Several other people saying why. I would think why is more about motive than who. Why did you do something? That you're asking about a motive. 1234 likes it. Mighty Mac likes it. All right, so we'll stick with that for now. Mythical River. I know this one. And what's this? Youngest White House child this century. Ah. Okay, if I didn't have letters in place, this might have given me pause, but I can only think of one thing that works here. Wow, suddenly we have lots of new names in chat. How did this happen? And why so late in stream? But welcome to you all. See Gina and Allie. See someone with characters that I don't know. And Pixie99. Yeah, okay, Sasha Obama for sure. I guess is the youngest White House child this century. And the river Styx is a mythical river. What's this? Overexert is to tax. Perfect. Perfect. There will be a second hurdle, Rainbow Canoe. And Pixie99, thanks for following us. If anyone else is new and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every day at noon Eastern. And occasionally we stream in the evenings like this. And if you follow us and show us support, maybe we'll stream even more in the evenings. Spin on Ice. Blar just followed us, thanks. 1234 saying Axel, I like this. Yeah, literally those spin moves that the ice skaters do. Debbie Groves got that too. Higher up. Higher up. Zettabyte is back. And Gina both saying exec. Diana agrees. Yeah, I guess higher up in an organization would be an executive. Moody music. We've really found our flow now. Now someone's going to accuse me of jinxing. So moody music, what's next to this? Quail or recoil? Interesting. It's weird when there are animals elsewhere in this puzzle. I don't know what to make of them. Yeah, Alice, I think it's emo and Holy Harpy. Yeah, moody music, emo music. Yeah, Jinxie Jack, that's me. That's me, D. DC Singer is here saying cower. And Viking agrees. Yeah, to quail or recoil looks like cower. That's good. All right, and pretty much we only have one little corner left here. Let's make it count. Part of a base's range. Part of a base's range. I think that's how I'm reading this little apostrophe. What is that going to be? Ooh, okay. Yeah, low something, but I do like what I'm seeing. Fuzzy Mac and Toddly Enough and D are saying low note. Right, the bass is the low voice among alto and soprano and tenor, etc. So a low note would be part of their range. That looks great. Pixie99, one of our newest followers, getting that one. Martial arts weapon. Good. Dippy Grows getting low note. Martial arts weapon. Yeah. I think epee looks good. Viking. Epee, another classic crossword word. It's like a sword. Or just followed us. Yeah, Grace. Epee is classic crossword for sure. Oh, although AJ and Pixie are saying knee and Bill Henderson. Whoa. Maybe we need to take a moment to consider knee. Martial arts weapon. I thought for sure epee was right, but it's true. Epee is more in fencing. Right, do martial artists use objects? Wow, now we're getting philosophical. Paperback writer saying muck. Oh my god, there are two possibilities for this. Gooey dirt could be mire with an E or muck with knee. Wow. We're really getting deep here. It works either way. Warthog saying gi. Martial arts is like hand to hand. It's a very valid point, AJ. Grace is like, they're convincing me of knee. Kea is voting for knee. Okay, it's time to take this out. So we put knee in, and then we try with muck. I want to look at 47. Does this work? Security Council vote. Epee is a sword. Martial artists don't use swords. Yeah, it's a good point. We all just blindly wrote epee because you see epee in crosswords all the time. Oh, it's fighting. It's a sword. You know, it all works out. But I think we were wrong. It was a really good catch. Graham, and I wish I knew what I could call you. Someone, is that a dinosaur in your username? Blue background, and it's East Asian characters. I would love to know what I can call you. Non. So hold on, Security Council vote. This is no in French, so, oh, I see. We're talking, this Security Council is the UN or something, and France is on the council? Ugh. That's hard. How'd you all get that? Okay. Okay, the downs are looking reasonable. I think we're actually in good shape now. Knee and muck, that was a close one. Really close one. Martial artists use katanas, says Canadian Time Lord. That's a good point. Graham says UN Security Council has French as one of the official languages. Okay, that's helpful. Warthog wants antisocial, which is a more usual word, but I don't think it fits with what we have. I think unsocial. Unsocial. Yeah, Jeff saying unsociable, but I think unsocial is all that's going to fit here. Good. Pixie99 likes it too. All right. Eclectic British rocker. Good. Denut Dude says, I thought martial arts were hand-to-hand combat. Oh, Gina. And Shy Girl and M Seats and Viking. Wow, everyone knows this. Costello and M Huck. Is this Elvis Costello? Wait. Oh, I almost misspelled it. Costello like this. Looks good. Kahaya Mauer got that one. And Jay Oakley, nice. Andrew's like, why are you streaming late today? Sounds very, you sound disappointed in me. AJ said Andrew who lost a bet. It's not true. I think evening streams are a good idea. Evening my time at least. And for everyone in the US, this is after work hours. Because noon, our normal time, is when everyone's working. And I worry that some people struggle to watch because of that. So I've been pushing for occasional evening streams to just broaden our horizons a bit. That's why. I didn't lose a bet. I'm very happy to be here. Ian is saying, okay, hold on. Behold of old. Wow. I don't even know how to pronounce this. This is Latin. Eche? Holy Head Harpy loves the evening stream idea. I'm glad to hear that. Oh, JP says, I hate when I miss the evening stream. We'll do others. And you did not miss Hurdle, JP. And Barbara says, why not? I love it. Stream on. Alice, it means behold, of course. I think it means in Latin. I think this is Latin, and that's the idea here. Does that make sense? Rainbow Canoe says, I'm in favor of 2 streams every day. Ooh, be careful what you wish for, Rainbow Canoe. Twist open. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Yeah, Kea and Amy and Diana saying uncap. Grace has already given us the drum roll. We haven't even looked at the last 2 clues. Faint colored atop NASA propellant. Interesting. Ooh, AJ wants uncap for hurdle. It's not bad. There was another one I liked. Oh, Oscar. Maybe Oscar's too much of a proper noun. Survey checkoff. I see. Okay, Lulu is saying pale for faint colored. I think that looks good. And then, oh, this is probably talk blocked. But NASA propellant. Has anyone given this? Cletus says, is this a repeat of the afternoon? I was here earlier, but this is a brand new puzzle, and the hurdle is going to be new too. Yeah, it looks like 6 maybe for checking what you check off on a survey, and then LOX for NASA propellant. I learned this on stream that this is liquid oxygen that you'd use in a rocket. Oh, you know what I just realized though? I'm going to put the X in. Celebrate. No, I want to tell you what I realized. LOX is also an animal that has a homophone. Isn't that weird? It's kind of like new and moose and deer and bear. LOX and LOCKS also works. I don't know. I'm seeing things. Here we go. There's confetti. Yes. Evening stream. We did it. Well done. Well done. I enjoyed this. Don't go anywhere. We're doing emo for emu too, Chrissy. Yeah. Now we're all seeing things. Well done, everybody. And actually, I already have hurdle pulled up, so stick around. I'm switching my screen right now. There we go. Hopefully you can all see that. Viking says, much more entertaining than others that do this. Thanks, Viking. We do this. We do this every day. We stream every day at noon, and following us is the best way to keep in touch. And Kahaya just followed us. Thank you. Okay, have we decided on what we're starting with? Trail. Wait, was Trail actually in our puzzle? Yes, Blaze New Trails. Trail is a good opener. Why don't we do Trail? It's sensible. Let's be sensible, guys. Everyone's a bad influence when it comes to hurdle. Oh, Connor wanted solve, since we're going to solve this hurdle. That was a good one, but now we know there's no L, so we'll have to keep solve in our back pocket. Alice has never seen this game before. Exciting. I'm glad to hear that. We're trying to guess a 5-letter word. We get 6 guesses to do it. And every time we guess, we get some information. This time, all of the information we got is that none of these letters are in the word. That's what the gray means. Colors mean other things. What are we doing here, though? House. House looks smart. Let's do house, because it gets... We want to check some... Yeah, that checks all the other main vowels. I like this. Oh, wow. Not only that, but they're in the right spot. So green, by the way, Alice, means that these letters are in the word and in this position. So the 5-letter word we're trying to guess does end in SE and does have an O in the second position. Barbara says, how do you hurdy now? Oh, moose. Could it be? No way. What? It could actually be moose. Can you imagine? Wait, we have to try it. Oh, I really wanted it to be moose. Oh, I got too excited. I got way too excited. Wow. I really wanted that to work. Posse, says Snoopy. Kyle agrees. It's a good idea. Posse. Should we try it? I'm getting a little worried. If this doesn't work, I think we're going to need a filler. It can't... Oh, it could be douse. Wait, is this a bad idea? I can't tell. It could be douse also. Getting a little nervous now. Oh, that worked. It worked. It worked. Okay. So also now here's how hurdle works. So we just finished our first of 5 hurdles. We're now on to our second board, and the first guess is automatically the answer to the previous board. And we only have 5 of our own guesses now. They keep chaining together like this until the last round. The last round is when things get really crazy. Last round is my favorite, but we got to make it there first. I see some good guesses. Sound, south, bonus. Let's try sound. Has the most common letters. Shush privacy F says very cool, thanks. Okay, so we found our S. We probably need another vowel somewhere, right? There's no U. So what's happening? Solar is an interesting guess. Yeah, maybe solar is smart. It could be solid. No, it can't be solid because sound ends in a D. Because this D would be green if it were solid. So solar? We try solar. Eee, this is getting ugly. I don't like that. Scav is here? What? Where's Scav? I don't see him. Scav, we missed you. I don't see him. What? Here you are. Now I see you. How you doing? We were all missing you earlier. Sooty and softy and soggy. Wow. Should we guess something like... Should we guess something like softy? It guesses more letters, and it checks a Y. I'm just worried. If this like doesn't hit at all, we could be in huge trouble. Barbara, it can't be south anymore because we checked the U here on sound. Oh, that was a relief. That was a real relief. So sooty, I guess. Is that all it can be? Wow, yeah, Mukan and Kyle Miner are saying sooty. Interesting word. All right, good. That was a little close. But we live another hurdle. Sooty didn't hit at all. So maybe one of our classic, like a do would be a nice idea here. It's a classic hurdle word, and because it checks 4 vowels, and especially when O is not on the table. Yeah, Blake is already suggesting a do. Snoopy too. Let's do it. It's just good to get vowels in place. Every 5-letter word has a vowel, you know? There's just one certainty in life. So where's the E gonna live? I guess it really could be anywhere. Anywhere but here. I see being, I see rain, wiper, feign, huh. Alright, how do we decide among these? No, river puts the I in the wrong place. Price. Maybe price is just a sensible, normal word. Why not? Let's try that. Oh boy! I do not have inside information. I don't know why price jumped out at me. Wow. That just unlocked everything. I can see 2. Prize, prime. What else? Prime or prize. Are those the only possibilities? Pride, but there's no D. So what do we think? Go with prize because it's more fun? Let's do it. Nice. Yes. Okay. 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Don't take your eye off the prize, so to speak. We have lost before. Famously, Jack loses at hurdle. So I want to win this time. I at least want to make it to the last level because it's my favorite. Let's do it. So we need, a do again. It's not a bad idea. Except we know there's no I. So maybe we can do better than that. Weary, says Alice. It's interesting. Oh, no, we know there's no R, Alice. It just says you've never lost while I watched. Huh, maybe you're the good luck charm then. Began. Steak. Okay. Steam, how about that in honor of this morning's puzzle? Steam. I'm gonna go for it. Ooh, that worked. That was nice. Look at that. We found an S. Where's this T gonna live? It looks better in the last slot than the fourth one to me. So what is this? I want something like... Actually, what do I want? Yeah, I was thinking spent also, Mo, but we know there's no P from prize. That's what stopped me. It can't be spent. Sent, CJ is saying. Sent and sheet, those are good guesses. Oh, and sweet. There's actually a lot of possibilities in sleet. So, do we need a filler? Maybe we guess... I don't know. Maybe we guess... I actually don't know what to do. We might need a filler, because there are more live possibilities than we have guesses. Holy Anarby says, I like sent, no repeating letters. So let's try that. We'll get some information. It'll help narrow the space. Okay, so the information we got at least is that there is a T here. But now what? What are the possibilities? Is it just double E words, or is there any other chance? Because we have sleet and sweet. Does that make sense? Do we need a filler? And sheet, damn. Oh, it's just a little too close for comfort, huh? It can't be sweat, Mitchell, because of this A. This A would be green if there was an A in that situation. Howls as a filler. Oddly enough, and Blake are both suggesting howls because it checks the H, checks the W, checks the L. Very smart. Let's do that. I like it. Yes, look at that. I love when a filler works out. It feels great. Sleet. It pretty much has to be. I guess it could be smelt. No, it can't be smelt. The L is in the wrong place. All right. Sleet. Sleet it is. I almost had a panic attack. Yes. All right. We make it to the last round. We earned this. So what makes Hurdle crazy is that now the first 4 guesses are done for us. It's the previous 4 answers to all the hurdles that we just overcame. And now we only get 2 of our own guesses to make this happen. Only 2. Luckily, this board has a lot of color on it. I see we already have 3 letters in place. Oh, in fact, I know exactly what this is. Oh yeah, there's only one thing it can be. Wow, this is actually the AJ's goes easy peasy. This is probably the easiest final hurdle board I've ever seen. Heather Denhart is saying, yeah, stole. It just has to be. There's literally no other word that respects these constraints. Here we go. And that is how you hurdle. That is how you hurdle, folks. That is how you hurdle. And I love doing it with you. I love doing it with you so much that I wanted to do it twice in one day. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a blast. I hope we do an evening stream again sometime. It seems like people like it. And either way, Amay will be back. Amay will be with you tomorrow at the normal time, noon Eastern. I'll be here on Saturday with the Saturday Stumper, Sunday as usual as well. Monday, we have a special show. Dante Basco is going to be joining Amay on stream. He was in Avatar: The Last Airbender and Hook, and there's going to be a custom crossword made just for that show, so it's going to be great. And I hope you all follow us if you don't already, and check out Arkadium.com. You can play lots of games. Bam wants another evening stream. See you this weekend, Grace. And yeah, AJ and Blake are psyched about Dante, so I'm glad to see that too. All right, enjoy the rest of your night, everybody. Thanks so much for showing up.